y'all, welcome back to Mama Bird's Manga Corner. On today's video, we are going to be discussing another completed series, which is Cells at Work. Now, Cells at Work is a shorter series. It only has 6 volumes, though there are 2 other spin-off series in physical print. There are other spin-offs that do not have physical prints, that are only digital, though I will only be discussing physical volumes on this channel. It's just a personal preference of mine. I don't have anything against digital volumes. I just prefer to read physical copies. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's discuss Cells at Work. For those of you who have never heard of Cells at Work, here's a quick summary of what this series is about. So in this series, we mainly follow the life of a red blood cell doing her job throughout the body, and her interactions with other cells doing their jobs in the body. Now, that might sound a little weird, but trust me, it's fun. So, like for example, we can show in this world, the human body is basically like a whole bunch of like cities all put together, and a whole bunch of people just trying to like do their daily jobs to try to make sure the body keeps functioning. Like you see red blood cell bringing oxygen to another cell. And you can see a whole bunch of like the different cells and their human personas. Like you have platelets, red blood cells, white blood cells, and others. This series is actually really educational and action-filled. You will get to see like white blood cells and killer T cells fighting off a whole bunch of antigens, which are germs, for those of you who don't know, which is really fun to see like the big battles. You also get to see other like cuter characters like the platelets, who are really small and adorable and really sweet. That's the back of the first volume. Or you can see like, here's one of the little educational bits where you can see like a whole bunch of the different blood cell types, so you can see how that works. Or you have some like cooler like characters like NK cell, you can see with her sword, which is really cool to see her fighting style. Here's the back of volume 2. Volume 3 with the platelet on white blood cell. They're so much fun. They're really cool, fun characters. Here's like a better picture of like the blood cells doing their job. I believe in this part they're actually like going through the heart. You see a whole bunch of them all together being pushed all together, very much like actual blood cells. Another like fun thing, if you can see, is like their hats actually look like blood cells, like red blood cells, which I think is really cool. And you can see like different diseases that the body has to like fight off. Like for example, here is a mump, which is a really weird looking antigen, which is really fun to see that. They get a wide variety of different things that the different blood cells have to fight off. Like here is Macrophage, a very motherly character, but she also is a fighting character, which is really funny to see her interactions, because you see mainly her as like sweet and motherly, but she can wield an axe. Makes them more fun. You see the back of volume 3. Now volume 4, we have a lot more of the fighting, like Macrophage, and there's a lot of just like action-packedness, and there's like the red blood cells going through like different veins and stuff like that, the different cells all working together. This is why it's called Cells at Work, because it's all the cells working together. Like there's NK, white blood cell, and some good germs. Because you have good germs and bad germs in a human body. Like you can see a whole bunch of like different, there's different germs trying to attack the different blood cells, and the different blood cells fighting back and others running away. Because not all blood cells are like fighters. Not all blood cells are bad, or not all blood cells are good. These guys are really cute. I like their little designs. They're so adorable. And last but not least, Volume 6, which you can see everybody all working together, happy. Get a lot of like the platelets in this one. The platelets are probably one of my favorite like groups of characters. But it's like nice to see different sections of the body and very educational, but in a fun way. So it's one of those ones that you're learning without really thinking that you're learning, which makes it even more fun of a series. It's a reason I would definitely suggest it, because it's a short series, but you actually can learn a bit from it. This series is actually also an anime. I can't remember if I said that. I don't think I have yet. But it is also an anime, so again, if you're not really into reading, you could also just watch the series, which this series is also fun to watch as well. It is a short series, but there's nothing wrong with that. And those are just some of the many reasons I would suggest this series. So I suggest y'all give it a try. It might not be your thing, it may be your thing. If it is, that's awesome. If it's not, that's okay. You can try something else. I'm sure I'll talk about a bunch of different mangas, and maybe you'll find something y'all love too. So y'all give me a like, subscribe, maybe even a comment. Tell me the manga that you want me to read and talk about. I'll definitely try and get to it. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye!